Why am I in here? There's no counter on the screen. Why is the server always full these days? That looks kind of interesting. Actually, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of Sento Chihiro no Kamikakushi. I actually was rewatching that one a little bit last night. Last night I was making this 3x3 of my favorite anime. I can show it on the screen. Three by three. No. Oh wait, it's... No, this is fine. I was just thinking, you know, like... Then I remembered, actually, the source for this. I mean, I watched this anime on YouTube. The one in the middle, so it is allowed on YouTube. So, let's... Here we go. Here they are. Yeah. Actually, let me just right-click. Transform... Fit to screen. There we go. Yeah. There we have it. I made one of these 8 months ago. Can't believe it's been that long. And at that point, like, there was barely any anime I liked. I put 5 anime on the list. I put Neon Genesis Evangelion. Put Death Note, Kill la Kill, Bishoujo Senshi Seiramon, and Yuri Yuri. Well, as you can see, Yuri Yuri isn't even on the list anymore. And I also put Lucky Star, Ginga Eiyu Densetsu. Sento Chihiro no Kamikakushi, and Mahou Shoujo Madoka Magica on the list. Well, if I'm gonna be talking about it, I might as well show it. So here's the one from... Here's the one from 8 months ago. As you can see, I used a different picture for Kirura Kiru. And I used a different picture for Mahou Shoujo Madoka Magica. I used a different picture for Lucky Star. And I used a different picture for Sento Chihiro no Kamikakushi. Yeah. At this point, I hadn't actually watched Lucky Star. Or Mahou Shoujo Madoka Magica. Or, well, Ginga Eiyu Densetsu. Well, I hadn't watched a lot of them. I had only watched like 1 episode of each, approximately. I'd watched 1 episode of Lucky Star, like maybe like 4 episodes of Ginga. No, like 1 or 2 or 3. I don't even remember. No, I think I'd only watched 1. I don't even remember. I had watched 2 episodes of Mahou Shoujo Madoka Magica, I think. Anyway. Yeah, because I think I watched 2 episodes that summer. I remember I watched like the first episode in June of 2019. I remember I was in the car, my grandparents and my brother. We were... Why am I not in a list? Here we go. Now I'm in the queue. Look at this shit. Now look at this now. Now there's a queue. God damn it. More like Cube. Let's see that Cube. Oh, was Cube in the previous picture I used for Mahou Shoujo Madoka Magica? Yeah, he was. Look, that's Cube. Look at this nigga. Look at this Cube. Nice. I don't know why I used Akari for... Well, I wasn't thinking about it much. Oh, fuck. What am I doing? Oh, no. This is bad. Let me... transform these. It's not transforming! What the hell am I gonna do? Let me hide Minecraft if I can. Where is it? Okay. Actually, I could just right-click on... Oh my god, I can just right-click on the ones in the list. I don't have to right-click them in the window. I can just... In the preview, I can just right-click them on the freaking sources menu. Oh, I'm so stupid. Okay. So... I don't know if I want it that big if I do like a good kill on someone with the bow, you know what I'm saying? This time around I tried to use pictures which represented what I liked about each anime, and the Neon Genesis Evangelion one still represents it well, I think. I like episode 25. As for Death Note, though, it does not represent very well what I like about Death Note. It sure does represent Death Note pretty well. Very well, I'd say. Like the second part of it, you know, with Nier and Mello. You know, they're sitting around in their freaking headquarters all the time, and they're watching television, you know, and listening in on, like, you know, fucking Raito talking to Takada Kiyomi. Takada Kiyomi is pictured in this one, by the way. You see there on television. That's Takada Kiyomi. I made a video about Death Note, but I don't think it has aged very well. I noticed that I made some mistakes in it, or rather, I think it was just I made it longer than it needed to be, which is pretty funny because it's 2 minutes. And most people, most YouTubers, I guess, when they would make a video like that with that little substance, they make it like 10 minutes somehow. And yet I'm complaining here that I made it 2 minutes. I feel like I repeated myself too much in that video, so I don't quite like watching it. Maybe I should remake it. And someone left a comment criticizing my choice of words. Rather, I said that, what's his name? Kira, I don't remember his actual name. Oh yeah, Mikami. I said that Mikami chose Takada, but really it was Raito who chose Takada, apparently. Well, yeah. Well, actually, I'm not quite sure. Whatever, I'm not proud of that video. Not super much, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. The hell. Okay. So as for Death Note, I could pick a better picture. One with Nier. You know. Lucky Star, though, yeah, you see there, that's Kagami in episode 21. That's my favorite episode by far. And for Kiruda Kiru, you know, I picked a flashback picture of Satsuki, which I think is, yeah, I quite liked those flashbacks, I'll tell you. Okay, in the middle we have Dragon Knight. And I'm not even gonna get into why that moment is one of my favorites. Mahou Shoujo Madoka Magica. Those dudes' conversation there. Is absolutely very, very amusing to me, which is why I picked that as the picture. Beishoujo Senshi Seramun. There's not really anything I like about this anime, really. It kind of just sucks in general, except for the opening song. The opening song I like. I guess I could have picked a picture from the opening. But yeah, this is just some excerpt from some episode. I don't even know. Beishoujo Senshi Seramun is a pretty boring anime. It fucking sucks. But yeah, that picture will have to do. I don't even care. They're from Sento Chihiro no Kamikakushi. Oh no, I picked that one. You saw the one I picked earlier, which was like the dinner they were having at some house like far away. That was just because that was one of the moments I remembered the most vividly from the anime. But this time around, I decided to pick a picture of Sen working, cause I don't know. I guess I just like watching Sen, being so insistent on working, because it's something I can totally not relate to, because I'm lazy. So that's why I picked it, I guess. Then we have Namakura Gatana, and I didn't look for very long. I just skipped a bit into it, and I saw some coin. It looked like a coin or some kind of amulet floating around, and it landed in the old man's hand. So I thought that was amusing, so I took a screenshot. Okay, so that's my anime 3x3. And when I was looking at this picture of Kagami, which I'd picked, I got this surge of inspiration. I know what my next album is going to be. My next music album. I'm going to make the album cover a parody of Weezer's eponymous debut album cover, but instead of blue, it's going to be purple. And instead of fucking the river and the Patrick and the bell and the sharp, it's going to be Kagami, for Kagami. And it's going to be that picture of Kagami. I thought about it because in the Weezer's eponymous debut album, you can't actually see their feet, their shoes. And similarly, the way I cropped this picture, you can't see Kagami's shoes. I think her shoes are actually in the original shot. I just cropped it weirdly, probably because there was there wasn't any subtitles at that point. No one was speaking there, but I don't think. Oh god, a golden sword. That's really nice, actually. I think it was just the way I cropped it. Yeah, so that's just why I got that inspiration. I'll do that for my next album, I think. Though it looks like it's going to be a while until my next album. It's going to take a long time. I made 4 songs here the past 4 weeks, or no, the past 3 weeks. I made 2 songs this week. But it's only 9 minutes thus far, and I make all my albums 45 minutes. If I pick up the pace, sure enough, if I make 10-minute songs every week, then I'll reach my limits much faster. I'll reach it in like 3 or 4 weeks. But oh my god, one of the criticisms I got on one of my pieces of music, it was the one called Great Wheat, I think. So someone criticized its length. Was like, man, this song is long. It requires a special amount of talent to make that long of a song interesting. And he was like, I don't even want to listen to my girlfriend talk that long, and I love her. Oh man, that's pretty funny, dude. So, if, in that sense, I suppose I could make shorter songs. I mean, it really makes no difference to me. It's only like it's only a conventional kind of difference. It really depends on how you make your pieces of music, and for me, it would make no difference to make either a 10-minute piece or three-minute pieces. It makes no difference to me, because all my pieces of music suck, and they all are very repetitive and boring, and require no talent, and they don't have any build-up, and they, very simplistic and boring. So it makes no difference to me. So I mean, I could just make one 10-minute piece of music in a week, and then I'd have that criticism, or I could just make three-minute pieces, and it would be like the same thing, except one wouldn't be able to criticize it from that angle. Then I guess one could be able to criticize that I'm making too much pieces of music, too much music. That's the type of criticism which Inbred got. You see, Inbred was criticized for making way too much music. People told him to slow down and take more time with each piece of music to make it even better, instead of just producing a bunch of garbage, which is what I'm doing. But then people also say that you should just make pieces of music. You should get on you should just make a piece of music, and eventually it'll get better. It'll get better over time. You just gotta make a lot of stuff. Well, that's not the whole equation, I don't think, because I've been making pieces of music for nearly like 3 years or so, and yet they haven't improved in quality at all. So I don't think that's true. That advice, it's bullshit. It's not true.